Chosen one, stop scrolling. What you're hearing right now will not wait for you to come back later. If you leave, you will miss a moment that does not repeat. This is not random. The fact that you are here, listening, right now, is the result of a deliberate pull. You were led here on purpose. This is not entertainment. This is instruction. Heaven is speaking, and the message is urgent. We are being told to prepare the public. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. Something is pressing in the unseen, and the window to respond is already open. A massive shift is underway. You can feel it, even if you can't fully explain it yet. God said, "Warn my people, tell my chosen ones to rise, to move, to prepare, because the fallout is coming." You've sensed it. You've noticed the change. The world no longer feels familiar. The atmosphere is heavier. Conversations feel hollow. There's a strange stillness, like everything is holding its breath. That silence isn't peace. It's the pause before impact. And there's a reason you're hearing this before so many others. Hear this clearly. This is not the moment for fear. This is the moment for obedience. God is calling his chosen ones, the awakened, the anointed, the ones who can still hear his voice above the noise. He's saying, get ready. Align your spirit. Strengthen your faith. Run when I say run. Move when I say move. What's coming will not announce itself gently. And there is something about this shift that most people will not recognize until it's already passed them by. But if you stay, you'll understand why this warning had to reach you now. Every prayer you whispered when no one was watching has been quietly aligning you for this exact moment. Nothing was wasted. Not the tears, not the waiting, not the nights you questioned whether you were being heard. You are here because preparation has already begun within you, even if you didn't have words for it yet. What comes next will not spare the unready, but it will strengthen those who have allowed themselves to be shaped in secret. This moment is not about curiosity. It's about readiness, and your presence here is already a response. There is a line most people won't cross. They'll feel the weight of what's unfolding and retreat back into distraction. But those who are marked sense something different stirring inside them, a quiet insistence, a refusal to turn away. Like Elijah, hearing the still small voice when the noise had passed, your spirit recognizes the tone of this call. It's not forcing you, it's summoning you. Staying is not passive. Staying is consent. Staying is alignment. And something within you already knows that leaving now would mean walking away from clarity you've been asking for. Others will move on, unchanged. But those who are chosen will feel a shift begin here, subtle at first, then undeniable. Direction will sharpen. Purpose will surface. Old confusion will lose its grip. This is not just insight being offered. It is instruction being released. Take a breath. Let yourself become still, because what follows is not meant to inform you. It is meant to reposition you. And once this threshold is crossed, there is no returning to who you were before. The hour has arrived, not approaching, not waiting. It is here. The moment history bends toward has stepped into the present, and the divine clock is no longer counting slowly. It is accelerating. Forces seen and unseen are converging, and you did not wander into this by accident. You were selected long before you understood what you were being prepared for. Shaped through pressure, refined through delay, strengthened through resistance. This is not another message passing through your life. This is the final call. A line being drawn, a destiny being named, An awakening is rising, and it will not be gentle. It will shake what people thought was solid. It will expose what was built on sand. In this narrowing window before the shift, awareness must spread, not casually, but with urgency that burns from the inside out. This truth is not meant to stay contained. It must move. It must reach. And preparation cannot be partial, not surface level, not selective. Everything is being summoned into alignment. Prepare your spirit to stand. Prepare your mind to stay clear. Prepare your body to endure. Prepare your resources to remain steady. What is coming will not only rearrange personal lives, it will stretch the framework of human existence itself. This is not a suggestion placed before you. It is a charge placed upon you. A sacred responsibility that will keep pressing until it is answered. The final message is already echoing forward, and the countdown has crossed a threshold. The shift will not whisper. It will be felt. This is your moment to step fully into who you are. You are not carrying this alone. Guidance surrounds you. Strength is being supplied as you move. The path will open as you walk it. The outcome ahead depends on whether those who are awake choose to remain silent or choose to become signals. You were not lit to hide. You were positioned to lead through uncertainty. The call is active. The door is open. And what you do next will ripple far beyond you. This is not a small decision. If you keep moving without discernment, you could drift toward destruction without even realizing it. So, stop, pause, take a holy moment right here and become fully present. Before we go any further, I need you to do something that may look simple, but carries spiritual weight, an act of agreement in the spirit. First, like this video, let that click be more than a gesture. Let it be a declaration. I refuse every scheme of the enemy. I stand with what God is speaking over my life. Second, subscribe and stay connected not just to a channel, but to a flow of messages meant to keep your spirit awake, focused, and alert. As we are moving toward 20,000 subscribers, your connection helps ensure this message continues, reaching those who are meant to hear it. Third, take a moment to write 999 or 777 inches, the comments, and share your city and where you are located. Let this be a prophetic sign between you and God. I am not the one who is lost. I am the one you are calling back into alignment. I am awake. I will not be led astray. And to those who feel led and able to support this ministry through your prayers, your words, or through the Super Thanks feature, know this. You are not just giving. You are standing with us as a co-laborer in this assignment. Your seed is not random. It is alignment. It is your way of saying, Lord, I trust your leading. I align myself with your protection. Amen. You were chosen, and that choosing is not a compliment. It is a charge, a weight, a sacred responsibility that settles on your life, whether you feel ready or not. What unfolds next will touch more lives than you can see, and your role in it is not optional. The world is moving toward a reckoning it does not recognize. Many are still asleep while the pressure in the atmosphere builds. Forces are aligning. The storm is forming, and not everyone will be prepared to stand when it arrives. That is where you step forward. You are called to be the messenger, the one who speaks truth even when it tightens the room, even when it unsettles comfort. Not with fear, not with superiority, but with clarity that cuts through confusion. Your task does not stop with your own readiness. It extends outward into your circle, your home, your relationships, and even into moments with strangers whose names you may never know. The message must travel. Silence now would be a form of surrender. They need to sense what is approaching, not just intellectually, but inwardly. A shift that is spiritual, emotional, and deeply human is drawing near, and it will rearrange how people understand themselves and the world around them. You were entrusted with this voice for a reason, not to condemn, but to awaken, not to dominate, but to guide. Love is the tone, urgency is the timing, and truth is the foundation. When Isaiah heard the call, the question was simple and piercing: whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And the answer that changed everything was just as simple: here am I, send me. There will be moments when this feels heavier than you expected, when doubt whispers that you are not enough. But look back and you will see the pattern. Every trial that stretched you, every season that refined you, every delay that forced you to grow roots instead of wings, none of it was wasted. You were being prepared in ways you could not name at the time. You have never been alone in this. Strength has been added quietly, layer by layer. Now the moment has come to rise fully into who you are. The messenger's path is open, and the truth you carry is meant to move. The waiting season is over. What you are stepping into now is not symbolic, not theoretical, not optional. You are being summoned to move as an awakening force, one who helps carry the world across a threshold it does not yet see. The pressure you feel is not anxiety, it is urgency. A command has gone out, and it does not ask for permission. This is not a gentle nudge, it is a decisive call. Reality itself is beginning to shift, and the alignment taking place will soon reach the surface in ways no one can ignore. This is the point where preparation becomes essential, not just inwardly, but in every dimension of life: spirit, mind, body, direction. What is approaching will test foundations. The message has already been released. It is time to run, time to move with intention, time to act with clarity. The shift will not wait for comfort or consensus. And readiness is no longer personal, it is communal. What happens next will ripple outward, and many will be shaken because they did not know how close the moment truly was. But you were not left without insight. You were entrusted with sight, so others would not be caught unaware. This calling is not about saving yourself alone. It is about guarding the life of the Spirit in a season when many will feel disoriented and exposed. You are meant to stand visible, steady, and clear. Light does not argue with darkness. It simply shows where to step. Every pause now carries weight. Every delay leaves someone else unprepared to face what is coming. The urgency is real. Time is compressing. What lies ahead will be demanding, but it will also be refining. Difficult, yet renewing. For those who are ready, this transition will not destroy. It will reveal. It will strip away what was never meant to last and awaken what was planted long ago. You are called to help others prepare for both the challenge and the beauty of what is unfolding. As it is written, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. The door is open, the moment is active, and what is unfolding now will not slow down for hesitation. What is unfolding is not ordinary, and it will not repeat itself. A rare convergence is forming, one that will reshape the inner and outer structures of existence at the same time. Forces that oppose each other are moving toward the same point, light and shadow drawing near, in a way that sends tremors through the unseen realms first, and then through the world you touch every day. This is not distant. You will feel it. The pressure, the acceleration, the unmistakable sense that something vast has begun to move. You are not separate from this moment. You are woven into it. Everyone will feel the effects, but only those who are awake will recognize what is actually happening. As this alignment intensifies, awareness will break open in ways that cannot be ignored. The veil will thin, sensitivity will sharpen. Those attuned beyond surface life will sense the shift before it becomes visible. As it is written, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." Not everyone will hear the same thing, even though they stand in the same moment. This awakening will not arrive softly. It will interrupt, it will shake, it will demand change. There will be no easing into it. But within the force of that jolt is a gift few understand at first. An invitation to step beyond the ceilings that once defined you. To leave behind patterns that no longer fit who you are becoming. To rise past emotional, spiritual, and internal limits that once felt immovable. What feels like disruption is actually release. Yet, this shift does more than awaken. It tests. Every spirit will be weighed by what it has been rooted in. Those who have prepared will rise with clarity, steadiness, and strength. Those who have not will feel the ground move beneath them. This is why your role matters. You are not only awakening for yourself, you are positioned to help others orient themselves when the internal compass begins to spin. "Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered," was a warning long ago, and it echoes now in a different form. Guidance will matter more than ever. The collision of forces will not pass quietly. Light will intensify, and shadow will resist. Confusion will increase where truth has not been anchored. Fear will look for places to attach itself. This is where endurance is proven, where faith is not an idea, but a posture. For those who are grounded, this season will refine and cleanse. Old fears will fall away, doubt will lose its voice, insecurity will loosen its grip. But for those who resisted preparation, the same energy will feel like a storm with no shelter. This is the dividing line, not between people, but between states of readiness. What is coming will reveal what has been cultivated in secret. And the awakening, though intense, is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to reveal who you truly are. There will be souls who lose their footing when the ground begins to shift, hearts disoriented by the noise and the pressure of the fallout. This is where you are meant to stand, not above them, but among them. Steady, present, clear, offering direction when panic clouds vision. This is the hour when your faith, your focus, and your obedience are no longer ideas but living choices. The fallout will come. It cannot be avoided. The question is whether you will remain true to your calling when others begin to drift. Because the fallout is not only collapse, it is also cleansing. It is the beginning of renewal. From what looks like darkness, light will rise. From disorder, a new spiritual season will take shape. This is the moment to feel the true weight of what you carry. You were chosen to be a voice of awakening when clarity is rare and courage is costly. As it has always been, transformation is born in the tension between what is breaking and what is being born. This role was not something you applied for. It found you. You were prepared quietly, deliberately, over time. Every lesson that humbled you, every struggle that sharpened you, every loss that deepened you, none of it was random. Each moment was shaping you for this precise assignment. You are not standing here by chance. You are standing here because something in you can unlock awareness in others. Let there be light. That command still moves through human vessels, and you are one of them. You carry the ability to open hearts that have closed themselves in self-protection, to touch wounds that never healed properly, to point toward light without forcing, without shaming, without fear. But do not mistake this for a light task. Your mission is already active. What you choose now matters. Words carry weight. Silence carries weight. Presence carries weight. You are meant to lead others toward steadiness, toward clarity, toward truth, when confusion thickens the air. This has never been about elevating you. It has always been about those who are waiting without knowing what they are waiting for. Souls searching in the dark for a signal that the way forward still exists. You were chosen to be that signal. You are the light of the world. Not later. Not someday. Now. The moment to step fully into who you are has arrived, and the heavens are not wavering in their trust. Every tear you shed in private, every heartbreak that bent but did not break you, every silent prayer released into the dark when no answer came back immediately. All of it was shaping you. Your spirit was being formed the way a craftsman shapes steel, heated, struck, refined, tested, and sharpened. What felt like delay was preparation. What felt like pressure was precision. You are not a mistake. You are an appointment. You are seen, not with suspicion, but with confidence. What has been placed within you is not fragile. It is resilient. It is wise. It is steady under weight. Heaven trusts what it has built in you. You are meant to carry sound into spaces where fear will soon try to dominate. You are the instrument through which clarity will move when others cannot hear. You are the light that will cut through the thickening fog when anxiety settles over many. The world is about to tremble, not toward destruction, but toward awakening. And the final instruction carried to you is simple and unwavering. Do not give fear a voice. Fear is only a shadow, and shadows disappear where light is willing to stand. Walk forward anchored in faith. Even when everything goes quiet, heaven is not distant. It is beside you. Every step you take now carries meaning. Every word carries weight. Even your breath has purpose. You are not being watched to be judged, but accompanied as you move deeper into what you were called to do. Your voice was chosen for this hour. It is meant to pass through the fog, to cut through distraction and illusion. The world is loud, but it is not awake. People are overwhelmed by surface things, pulled under by urgency that leads nowhere. They are surrounded by motion, yet starved for meaning. And still, something in them is listening. You carry the resonance that can reach that place. Your voice is more than sound. It is a frequency, a reminder, a signal that stirs memory in those who are ready to remember who they truly are. When you speak, let it come from certainty, not volume. There will be resistance. Expect it. Some will laugh. Some will dismiss you. Some will turn away because awakening threatens what they've built their comfort on. But rejection has always marked the path of those who carried truth early. Noah kept building while the sky remained clear. Moses stepped forward while doubt followed him closely. And it was said, "The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone." You are not walking a strange road. You are walking a familiar one. So when you speak, Let love be the source, not fear, not anger, not the need to convince. Let your words carry warmth, steadiness, and the quiet confidence that what is approaching is not an ending, but a beginning, a rebirth. Awakening does not only travel through declarations, it moves through conversation, through compassion, through how you listen, through how you stand. You do not need permission, a platform, or a spotlight. The message moves through your presence, your tone, your actions. One spark is enough to start a chain reaction. One voice can create ripples that travel farther than you will ever see. Hearts you will never meet will be stirred. Lives you will never witness will shift. That is how divine work moves. It multiplies quietly, faithfully, beyond measurement. Remember this: the awakening does not begin when others hear you. It begins when you speak from who you are. Before you can help awaken the world, the inner walls of your own soul must be strengthened. A shaken foundation cannot steady others. This season is calling you inward before it sends you outward. What you cultivate in private will determine how you stand in public. Preparation begins in the unseen places, where your spirit is trained to remain steady, no matter how intense the external pressure becomes. Stillness is no longer optional. It is essential. What you call meditation now becomes alignment, grounding, and protection all at once. When you quiet the noise and turn inward, you are not escaping the world. You are tuning into a higher signal. In that silence, direction sharpens, discernment deepens. Like Elijah, recognizing the voice not in the wind or fire, but in the stillness. Guidance comes when distraction fades. This is where your next steps are revealed, not through force, but through clarity. You are also not meant to walk this path isolated. Strength multiplies when spirits resonate. Seek those whose presence steadies you, not drains you. Find the ones who recognize the same call without needing explanation. Unity is not comfort. It is reinforcement. Together, aligned souls form something stronger than individual resolve, a living network of light that resists collapse when pressure increases. When connection is rooted in truth, it becomes difficult to fracture. Guard what has been entrusted to you, your energy, your peace, your inner atmosphere. Not everything deserves access to your mind or your space. Chaos spreads quickly when left unchecked. Choose what you allow near your heart. Choose what shapes your focus. The coming season will test attention, loyalty, and inner balance. What you protect now will sustain you later. Preparation is both inward and outward. You must be quiet enough to perceive direction and strong enough to remain unmoved once it is clear. This is how the soul becomes a fortress, not closed, but anchored, not hardened, but steady. And when the call intensifies, you will not scramble to prepare. You will already be standing. When the winds begin to shift, everything moves at once. Nothing stays neutral. Right now, motion is increasing across every layer of existence. Light is gathering momentum. Shadow is doing the same. Pressure is building. Forces long restrained are drawing closer, faster, denser, charged with intention. When they meet, the release will be unmistakable. This will not feel distant or symbolic. It will register in thought, in emotion, in atmosphere. Humanity is approaching a moment of impact. This is not fantasy or metaphor. It is alignment in motion. What you think, what you carry, What you choose now adds weight to one side or the other. Compassion, unity, and truth are rising, but so are fear, greed, and division. Two directions are forming clearly: awakening and avoidance, presence and numbness. This convergence is not designed to erase humanity. It is meant to refine it, to separate what is alive from what is hollow, to burn away what cannot continue. The collision will shake structures people trusted. It will uncover what was hidden behind appearances. It will pull down what was built without integrity. And yes, it will hurt. Real healing always does. But this shaking is not cruelty, it is mercy in motion. In the middle of it, you are called to be steady, not reactive, not swept up. A still center while everything else sways. You are meant to hold balance when the scales begin to tip. Do not fear the presence of both forces. Creation has always held contrast. Light learns its strength in resistance. Shadow reveals where growth is required. Do not run from the chaos. Rise above it. Let the energy move through you without lodging inside you. Those anchored in truth will not be undone by this collision. They will be reshaped. In every turning point across history, there has always been a place of refuge, a sanctuary. Now it is time for you to establish one. This sanctuary is not confined to walls. It is a state you cultivate and carry. It lives in your home, your rhythm, your relationships, your inner atmosphere. What surrounds you should reflect order, clarity, and peace. Begin by removing what fragments your attention. Clear what dulls your awareness. Simplify what overwhelms your senses. Make room for stillness to return. Create spaces that breathe, where calm is felt immediately, where fear does not linger. Let light, intention, and beauty occupy the environment you live in. These choices are not decorative, they are formative. What you build around you shapes what flows through you. As your inner and outer spaces align, your capacity to guide others strengthens naturally. When the time is right, others will be drawn to what you've established. Not because you invited them, but because peace is recognizable. Show them, not by instruction, but by example, how to create steadiness in a shaking world. Sanctuary is not escape, it is preparation. It is a place where clarity is preserved and strength is restored. When the world outside trembles, those rooted in inner order will remain standing. You are not only living through this moment, you are shaping safe ground within it. You are building something others will need. Let what you create become a point of light, a place where fear loosens its grip and truth feels solid again. What is approaching will not stay confined to the inner life. The movement that has begun in the spirit will press outward and touch everything people depend on. Awakenings never remain private. They rearrange relationships, reshape communities, and expose the weaknesses of entire systems. What is breaking now was built without balance, and that imbalance can no longer hold. As truth rises, it does not negotiate, it reveals. And revelation almost always dismantles before it restores. As it is written, "Every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up." This is why preparation must be complete, not fragmented, not symbolic. Deepen your inner alignment, so your faith is resilient, not fragile. Order your resources with wisdom, holding what is necessary and loosening your grip on what no longer serves purpose. Strengthen bonds with those who walk in integrity, because the world forming ahead will not be sustained by rivalry or excess. It will stand on cooperation, clarity, and shared responsibility. A different rhythm is being established. Those who prepare early will not simply survive the transition, they will help shape what comes next. This shift is not retribution, it is refinement, a rebalancing long delayed. You will witness structures fall that once seemed untouchable, and you will also see space open where new forms can emerge. Opportunity will rise where collapse leaves room. Movement will be required. Adaptation will be essential. Resistance will only create friction. The current is already moving. Flow with it, and you will find strength where others feel loss. Stay rigid, and the same force will feel overwhelming. A new world is being formed in real time, and you are not a bystander watching it happen. You are being positioned as one of its builders. The age ahead will not resemble the one you are leaving behind, and you will recognize it, because your hands helped shape its foundation. The season of silence is over. What must be spoken can no longer wait. Now comes the moment to gather people, and this is where your courage will be pressed the hardest. Not everyone will welcome what you say. Some will lean in, others will resist. But the call is not selective. The charge is to speak, to reach, to draw people together across lines that once divided them. This is not your idea. It is a summons to become a voice that unites rather than retreats. This is not a message of fear. It is a message of readiness and living hope. Call your family closer. Bring your community into the conversation. Speak plainly, not cryptically. Let clarity carry your words, and let compassion shape their tone. Name what is already being felt. The unease in the air. The signs that something is shifting, the stirring deep in the spirit that refuses to be ignored. Invite them to become still, to clear what weighs them down, to root themselves in love rather than panic. This is not about persuasion. Awakening cannot be forced. Truth does not need to be decorated or sold. It only needs to be spoken cleanly. As you gather people, you will sense something moving through you. Support you did not generate will meet you mid-sentence. Your words will carry more weight than before, not because of volume, but because of alignment. Connection will happen naturally. Comfort will flow without effort. Inspiration will rise where fear once lived. Those who are chosen were never meant to isolate themselves into safety. They were meant to unite. When people come together in clarity, momentum accelerates. What was slow begins to move. You are not just inviting people into awareness. You are giving shape to unity itself. And every chosen one meets this test. The storm ahead will not pass quietly. Pressure will increase. Doubt will try to slip in during moments of exhaustion, whispering that the task is too heavy, that the cost is too high. But remember this, strength is not revealed in ease. Even iron must pass through fire to become useful. The testing is not designed to undo you. It is designed to show you what has already been forged within you. Stay anchored to the message, not the noise surrounding it. Obedience is not blindness. It is trust in timing when clarity is partial. You may not see the full path. You are not required to. You are only required to keep moving. The same fire that challenges you is refining your purpose. Through faith, pressure becomes wisdom. Through endurance, uncertainty turns into authority. Do not fear what lies ahead. When your resolve begins to waver, return to the reason you stood up in the first place. Remember the lives waiting for a steady voice. Remember the faces that need reassurance. The test will pass. But what you are building now reaches far beyond this moment. The mission does not end with the storm. It carries on, long after the ground becomes steady again. Hold steady, because beyond the fire there is renewal waiting. What is approaching is not an ending, but a release, long delayed. The fallout will move across the world like a cleansing wind, not to erase humanity, but to wash it. What was brittle will give way, what was false will fall. And from what looks like ash, something truer will rise. You will feel it before you can explain it. The air will seem lighter, the sky clearer. Hearts that once slept through truth will begin to stir and remember. Humanity will cross a threshold into deeper awareness, the beginning of a new spiritual age shaped by clarity rather than illusion. You will stand inside this moment, not as a spectator, but as a witness who knows the cost of arrival. Every hardship you endured, every time you spoke when it would have been easier to stay silent, every step taken in courage will converge here. The story told about the chosen will not be one of fear or collapse, but of illumination. You will be remembered as those who carried light through the narrowing hours. Your assignment will be complete. You will have awakened where others slept, prepared where others denied, guided where others panicked. And when the dust finally settles, the voice that once thundered will speak again, quietly now, with certainty instead of urgency. It is finished. What begins next is not survival, but rebirth. A world reshaped by love, held together by unity, aligned with divine truth instead of distortion. In that stillness, understanding will finally settle in your bones. Then you will see it clearly. Nothing was wasted. No trial was random. No delay was cruel. You were never abandoned in the process. You were being positioned. You were being trusted. You were being formed into a living passage between what was and what is becoming. You were the messenger. You were the bridge. The spiritual dawn has already broken. A new era is not approaching. It has begun. The heavens are no longer quiet observers. They are speaking, signaling, stirring those who are paying attention. What is shifting is far greater than human systems or personal lives. The order of creation itself is realigning. Something ancient is being set back into motion, and the sky is carrying the first announcements. The signs are not loud, but they are precise. Subtle changes in the heavens, unfamiliar patterns, movements that do not fit the rhythm people have grown comfortable with. These are not accidents of nature. They are markers, signals placed in plain sight. The sky is revealing what has been hidden beneath ordinary perception. Those who look without expectation will dismiss it. Those who look with awakened sight will feel the weight of meaning behind it. Many will call these events coincidence or science alone. But those whose spirits are awake will recognize an older language being spoken. Long before modern timekeeping, the heavens were watched for guidance. The ancient ones understood that the sky declares what the earth must prepare for. As it is written, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork. That declaration has not stopped. It has only intensified. As the moment draws closer, the night will feel different. Darkness will seem deeper. Phenomena will appear that pull attention upward. Eclipses, unusual lights, sudden movements across the sky, each one carrying weight beyond spectacle. These are not meant to entertain curiosity. They are meant to awaken responsibility, to call the chosen into alignment with what they were prepared to carry. This is not a season to ignore what is happening above. The movements in the heavens are guideposts. They do not force action, but they invite readiness. The warnings will grow clearer, more frequent, more difficult to dismiss. Awareness will matter. Attention will matter. Those who tune in will feel guided rather than overwhelmed. Every sign is an invitation, a reminder that the sky is not separate from human life. What moves above reflects what is unfolding below. As above, so below. As the cosmic rhythm reaches a turning point, clarity will rise within you. You will know when the moment to act has arrived, not because of fear, but because alignment will feel undeniable. The spiritual phase is active now. At the same time, the veil between worlds is thinning. What once felt distant is drawing closer. The boundary between the seen and unseen is becoming porous, allowing what has always existed beyond sight to be felt more directly. Awareness will sharpen, sensitivity will increase. The presence of the divine will feel nearer, not abstract, but intimate. For many, intuition will intensify. Perception will deepen. The spiritual world will no longer feel like a concept, but a reality brushing against daily life. Guidance may come through stillness, through dreams, through sudden knowing that does not pass through logic first. The unseen will feel immediate, and with that clarity, contrast will sharpen. Light and shadow will be easier to distinguish. Choice will become unavoidable. Those who are unprepared may feel disoriented by the increase in spiritual intensity. Confusion, fear, and instability may surface. This is why grounding matters now more than ever. Center yourself. Anchor your awareness. Do not allow the surge of energy to scatter you. Strength is found in steadiness. Clarity is preserved through focus. Alignment will be essential. Stillness will become a doorway. Reflection will sharpen discernment. The more deeply you connect with your inner center, the more clearly you will perceive what cannot be seen with physical eyes. As it is written, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Vision begins within. As the veil continues to thin, hearing becomes clearer, direction sharpens, the path ahead will no longer feel hidden. And with that clarity, a division will naturally emerge, not forced, not announced, but evident. Those who prepared will rise with steadiness and understanding, their spirits strengthened by readiness rather than surprise. They will recognize the meaning of what is unfolding, because they were shaped for this hour. The signs are not meant to frighten you, they are meant to confirm what you already sense. The sky is speaking, the veil is thinning, and those who are awake will know exactly what this moment requires of them. What you have endured was never random. The pain that tried to break you, the collapses that stripped you down, the seasons where everything you trusted fell apart. Those were not signs of weakness, they were evidence, proof that something immense was being forged within you. Fire does not visit what it does not intend to transform. Pressure does not surround what has no purpose. You were not surviving chaos. You were being marked by it. A great separation is now unfolding, and it will not be quiet. Some will rise with clarity in their eyes, their inner compass suddenly steady, their souls resonating with what is moving through the world. Others will remain disoriented, clinging to what no longer holds, resisting change out of fear. The divide will be unmistakable, not between good people and bad people, but between those who can hear the call and those who cannot yet bear it. You already know which side you are on, because something in you has been responding long before words ever found you. Those who are awake will step forward naturally, not crowned, not celebrated, but recognized by the weight they carry. They will lead without domination, guide without force, illuminate without noise. These are the ones shaped by loss, refined by waiting, strengthened by trials no one else saw. Light bearers do not emerge from comfort. They are born in resistance, and you are among them. Not to be soothed, but to be activated. Others will fight to preserve a world that is already dissolving. They will grasp at familiar structures, defend broken systems, and call the shift an enemy. Fear will drive them. Control will tempt them. And in resisting the current, they will exhaust themselves. This is not cruelty. It is consequence. Light cannot remain entangled with what refuses to grow. Separation is not punishment. It is alignment. Your role is not to abandon those who are lost, but to stand where the paths cross. To be visible when confusion thickens. To be steady when panic spreads. You are the bridge, not by force, but by presence. Before illumination fills the sky, shadows always stretch long. Chaos must surface before order can be reborn. What comes next will not feel peaceful at first. Systems will shake. Illusions will crack. Authority built on fear will falter. And many will call it the end. But it is not the end. It is the necessary unraveling before renewal. Like the cocoon dissolving before wings can form, humanity must pass through disorientation to emerge transformed. The chaos ahead is not a sign of failure. It is the signal that birth has begun. In the thick of it, your light will matter more than ever. Not because it is loud, but because it is real. You will be watched. Not with suspicion, but with need. People will look to you for grounding, for orientation, for a sense that something steady still exists. Do not shrink from the darkness. Storms do not extinguish light, they reveal it. And what follows this turbulence will be more beautiful than anything left behind. You are being led, not gently, not vaguely, but deliberately. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to rest too long. You were shaped for transition, marked for movement, chosen not for comfort, but for impact. This moment is not closing a chapter, it is tearing the veil on the next one. The ground is shifting. The air is changing. And somewhere just beyond what you can fully see, something is beginning to open. Father, I come without masks and without excuses. The pain that tried to erase me did not win. It revealed what you planted in me. I surrender every false attachment, every old fear, every voice that taught me to shrink. Mark my steps with holy precision. Sharpen my discernment so I don't mistake noise for direction. Strengthen my spirit to stand when the world sways, and make my voice steady when truth is costly. I refuse delay disguised as caution. I refuse comfort that keeps me asleep. If I am being summoned, then awaken me fully. If I am being sent, then align me completely. Let my life become a signal in the storm, a doorway for others to find light, a bridge where confusion ends. Seal this moment in me, and let what begins here keep unfolding until everything hidden is made clear. Amen. Chosen one. The reason this message won't leave you alone is because it was meant to mark you. Seal it now, write 999 or 777. Share where you're watching from, and let this moment become a spiritual echo that reaches another heart across the earth. Like and subscribe to remain in this stream as we gather toward 20,000. And if heaven nudges you, release a seed through super thanks. Destiny is moving. You were born for this. If this message found you at the exact moment your world started shaking, what does that say about what's about to open next through you? Amen.